If you're skipping international travel right now, don't think you're compromising. In fact, some of the best trips you can take this year are right here in India. And in this video, I am going to tell you how many days you need, how much money you should budget, and how to actually do the trip properly. Let's start with a place that's perfect if you're tired of overcrowded hill stations. If you're looking at Mussoorie, Nainital, Shimla or Manali, I'd strongly recommend considering Lansdowne instead. The biggest advantage here is that you don't need a long vacation. You can leave Delhi on a Friday evening, spend 2 full days here and be back before Monday. For this trip, keep a budget of around rupees 8,000 to 15,000 per person depending on your hotel. Spend one evening at Tip and Top for sunset, visit a forest waterfall, drive around the pine forests and simply enjoy the slower pace. Now, if you're looking for shopping streets, cafes every 100 meters and lots of sightseeing, this isn't probably the destination for you. Come here when you want a break from noise, traffic and constantly doing something. 2 or 3 days is more than enough. Don't forget to carry your civic sense when you go here. Now, if you want a trip that feels truly different from the rest of India, put Ladakh on your list. But don't try to squeeze it into 4 or 5 days. Give yourself at least 8 to 10 days. Fly into Leh, spend your first day resting, drinking plenty of water and letting your body adjust to the altitude. Trust me, you'll enjoy the trip much more. From Leh, head directly to the Sanskar circuit like Padum, Hanle, Somoriri before returning. If you have extra time, add Nyoma village as well. It's pretty close to Hanle. For budget travelers, expect to spend around rupees 35 to 45,000 per person. If you're choosing better hotels and flights only, that can easily go beyond rupees 60,000. One thing I'll tell you to prioritize is Zanskar circuit as opposed to the Nubra Valley, Pangong or other touristy places. Trust me, you will thank me. And if road trips are your thing, this is one destination that will absolutely live up to the hype. If you're considering Ooty, I'd actually suggest staying in Kunnur instead. You'll get the same beautiful Nilgiri landscape, the same weather and the same tea estates but with far fewer crowds. 3 or 4 days is ideal here. Stay in a tea estate if your budget allows it because that completely changes the whole experience. Spend your mornings exploring the plantations, having a slow sip of coffee, visit viewing peaks or unseen dreamy landscapes. You can even ride on the Nilgiri mountain railway. The booking for this needs to be done way in advance. For this trip, the budget is anywhere between rupees 15 to 25,000 per person. Now, what I love most about Kunnur is that you don't need a packed itinerary. The destination itself encourages you to slow down. You can spend an afternoon doing nothing except sitting with a cup of tea and looking at the hills. And honestly, that's exactly why people come here. This is one of my personal favorite year-round destinations in India. If you enjoy nature, Meghalaya probably offers the most variety on this entire list. You can see waterfalls, caves, rivers, forests and mountain villages all within the same trip. For your first visit, give yourself at least 5 days. Fly into Guwahati, head to Shillong, then spend most of your time exploring Cherrapunji, Dauki and Molinong. If you only remember one thing from this video, remember this. Don't spend your entire trip in Shillong. The real highlights of Meghalaya are outside the city. Make time for the double-decker living root bridge trek. It'll take an entire day. And visit Dauki when the river is at its clearest and keep an entire day for Cherrapunji. Budget around rupees 25 to 40,000 per person for a comfortable trip. And don't try to cram too many places into your itinerary. The drives are part of the experience and you'll want time to actually enjoy them. When you visit any place in the Northeast or in fact anywhere in India, again I repeat, don't forget to carry your civic sense along. Now, if you've ever looked at pictures of the Maldives and thought, I wish I could do something like that, then Lakshadweep should be on your radar. The water here is genuinely stunning. But go into this trip with the right expectations. This is not a destination for nightlife, shopping, or packed sightseeing schedules like the Andaman. This is where you come to slow down. Spend your time snorkeling, diving, kayaking, and simply enjoying the islands. 4 to 6 days is ideal, and for budgeting purposes, don't assume that this will be a cheap trip. Once flights, permits, and accommodation are included, you should realistically plan anywhere between rupees 40 to 80,000 per person. If your idea for a perfect holiday involves waking up, seeing turquoise water outside your room, spending most of the day in the ocean and doing ocean activities, then this destination is absolutely worth considering, and trust me, it's truly worth the money. And finally, if you're planning Kashmir, don't make Sonmarg just a quick stop. Give it at least 1 or 2 nights. Most travelers focus entirely on Srinagar, Gulmarg and Pahalgam. These are touristy but beautiful. But Sonmarg offers some of the most dramatic scenery in the entire region. You should definitely visit the Thajivas Glacier, spend some time around the Sindh River, and simply enjoy the drive because it itself is one of the most beautiful drives in the country. The little villages surrounding here are so gorgeous, with just streams running and greenery all around. For Kashmir overall, I'd recommend a 6 to 7 day itinerary covering Srinagar, Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Sonmarg and few other neighboring villages. Budget around rupees 25 to 50,000 per person depending on the season and your flight. And if you're traveling during peak season, book your hotels early because the best properties tend to sell out quickly. Well, so if you're avoiding international travel right now, here's what I'd suggest. Choose Lansdowne if you need a quick mountain escape. Choose Ladakh if you want an unforgettable adventure. Choose Coonoor if you're looking for a slower and more relaxed holiday. Choose Meghalaya if you love nature and road trips. Or choose Lakshadweep if you've been dreaming of a tropical island vacation. And choose Sonmarg if you want to experience some of the most spectacular mountain landscapes in India. Because honestly, some of the best trips you can take this year don't require leaving the country at all.